What happens to the house in a divorce? Hi, I'm Oklahoma attorney Justin Mosteller with the Worth Law Office. And one of the most common questions that I've been asked over the years is what will happen to the marital home at the end of this divorce? Now, for most people, the home is the primary asset of the marriage. And so the division of the value in that home is also the most important question as far as property division is concerned for most people. The general rule is that a house that is marital property, meaning that it was purchased during the marriage or was purchased with proceeds from the marriage, or even if it was purchased before the marriage, but the marriage has gone on for a long time and we've been making mortgage payments, that means it's marital property. Every bit of marital property is going to be equitably divided by the court at the end of the divorce. And that means that the court will evaluate how to divide that asset in terms of fairness to the parties. And factors that are considered by the court there are the length of the marriage, the contributions of the parties to the marriage. But the general rule is that if it's marital property, absent any other circumstances, it's going to be divided equally. So what this means for most folks is that if you've got a mortgage on your house and you've been making payments, you've got equity in that house. That equity is what we are dividing in a divorce. The actual possession of the property is also up for litigation, and it's going to be awarded based on primarily who's going to need it the most. So if there's kids involved, the primary caretaker of the kids will likely be awarded the house, so the kids have somewhere to live. In terms of the value in the home, that will be divided evenly for the most part. There's different ways that you can go about getting access to the liquidity in that home, such as refinancing the house or buying out one party or the other. So if you have equity in the home, you can buy out the equity of the other party by paying them 50% of the value of that equity. We determine the value of the home based on an appraisal if necessary, but generally speaking, the parties have a pretty good idea about what the home would be worth at sale, and that's the value that's going to be attached to it. Everything can be done by agreement, but if it is contested, then that's when you're going to have to get an appraisal and bring that person as a witness to provide evidence to the court as to what the value of the home is, and then the court will divide it equitably. If you're facing a divorce in the state of Oklahoma, reach out to the Worth Law Office today. We can help you get the most value out of your home and make sure that you are able to start the next chapter of your life in as best a position as possible. Thanks.